Good question. Wow, we've got some weird ageism going on Saponification Nation right now, huh? I had a 20-year-old come ask me questions. What is that? What does age have to do with questions being asked at fairs? I don't know. I should actually cut all that out, but I'm not going to. That's going to be my intro today. I will tell you what we're actually doing in just a minute. But before I do, hello, I am Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. How's it going, Sudsers? Welcome back to the channel. You're at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things, and you are here for day 198 of 365 days of soap, and today we are finishing up all of our testing with Midwest Soapery. So today we are working on the browns, and the golds, and the sparkles, even though they probably won't do anything in cold process soap, but let's test them and find out anyway, as well as showing you the final finished product on all 31 of these colors after a month of curing. So you know how the colors, withstand the cure and the air and the aging and all the things. So this video actually isn't as long in the beginning, but then because I did all the extra, let's look at everything a month out, it ended up being a long one. So let's get to the video and we can talk about, all of the things where we always do, there. Okay, last day in the voiceovers, and we're working with Midwest Soapery's Aztec Gold. 1/2 teaspoon of each of these colors go into each beaker. And I have no idea what that is, because again, I zoomed through this part. Well, we'll catch up with the color names later. So again, 1/2 teaspoon of each mica is going to go into the beakers. In each of those, we are going to be pouring in 4 ounces of emulsified soap better. And to disperse the micas, we will be using 1 tablespoon of the carrier oil. And the carrier oil is the same blend of oils as we use in the actual soaping portion, which is equal parts olive oil, palm oil, and coconut. It's my basic 3. We're also going to play with the glitters because she sent glitter. That's it. That was the whole reason. I like glitter. Glitter in cold process soap usually doesn't work out though, but that's okay. We're going to do it anyway because I got free stuff, guys. I'm going to play with it. So anyway, this round was actually done the day after the last 2 videos. The last 2 videos, they were all done same day. This one was done the day after because I didn't have quite enough molds. Now with this, the 4 ounces that we were pouring off, 2 ounces will go into 2 separate molds. One of the trays of molds will be put into the oven for C-pop and gel, while the other one will sit on the counter and not go through a gel phase, so not go through a second heat phase to see what the color differences are. Now you remember, with the reds, oranges, and yellows, quite a big color difference, and found my steamer and actually have not done much of anything, not needed to do much of anything with the blues and the purples, but took it to a couple of the reds and the oranges and the yellows. Did not change it at all, change any of the colors from the stuff that was on the counter. So this just kind of is. It's not really soda ash, it's just pastel. And so I find that interesting, but because the blues and the purples they're almost dead on from not gelled versus gelled. And that's cuckoo bananas to me. So I'm very interested to see what this does, the browns and the golds and whatnot, with these colors. This color right here, when we were doing the swatch test I was big interested in. It has this color shifting quality, like with really cool pearlescent paint jobs on fancy cars, right? This color shift to it that was just stunning, and I love it. And I think it's going to go gray in cold process. The reason I think that is because, well, Mad Micas has one called, I think, Tempest, and Brambleberry has another one called like Plum Dusk or something. And they're both very beautiful, dark purpley colors. Not nearly as gorgeous as this particular one, which looks brown and I think has like a red type name, I think. We'll catch up with the names again at the end. But they both go gray in cold process. They lose all their beautiful colors. So, and actually to that, they've gone gray in bath bombs as well. So I don't exactly know what the point of these micas would be. The ones that morph in cold process and in bath bombs. It's very odd to me. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to testing that color and seeing what we're working with. I am also doing two bars of soap, one gelled and one not, without any color at all. So that can be, you know, like the standard that we go off of. So you can see what the soap would look like with none color at all, one gelled and one not, because I needed that control anyway, and I didn't do it in the first round, so I'm doing it now. And again, at the end of all of this, there'll be a second part. See, this one, and it's already graying out. Already did it. Yep. Oh, it's a shame. I don't know. It's going a little bit purple. We'll see. I don't think the name even suggests it's a purple color at all, though. So I'm interested in this one, like a lot. So keep your eye on whatever that one is. I'll remind you when I see it, because I'll know where it's at or what it is. But yeah, with all of these, as I said, I needed the control. And so we're going to do the control. And then I'm going to, at the end of all of this, we'll say this same video. So at the end of this video, I'm going to show you what all of these soaps ended up looking like a month later. So a month after they just sat on the shelves and nobody touched them, nobody did anything to them, they just sat. So we can see, you know, what the colors do after like a cure. Do they morph? Do they fade? Do they, whatever, you get it. This is all part of the test. And this test has been fun. It's been 4 days of absolute freaking fun. And I love that for me, but for all of us. Okay, now on to the pour of these guys. And as I said, 2 ounces of one color will go into one container and 2 ounces into a separate container, into a separate mold. And one of the molds with all 6 or 9 or whatever the colors represented will stay on the counter and just get spritzed and wrapped. And the rest will go into the oven. The other tray will go into the oven for C-pop and gel to see what happens to these colors when they go through a gel. I love C-pop because I love gelled soaps. I love gelled soaps because they're pretty and they're shiny and they look glossy and the colors are brighter. It's all a thing. So I'm a big fan of sticking all soaps into the oven. Plus it gets them off my counter so I can keep working. It's a big bonus as well. I actually had a lot of questions about my oven over the, last year and a half of content or whatever. And my oven is custom made by Mr. Soap and Clay. And so it's not like an oven that you would think of in your house, like in your kitchen. It's an oven that is longer and deeper than it is tall by quite a bit. So it's big enough to fit my very large, long molds into. And probably like 14 of those at a time. No, like 24 of those at a time. Yeah. And so very long, only about 10 inches in total height, and very deep. So Mr. Soap and Clay made me a custom mold specifically for C-popping soaps, custom mold. Yeah, he does that too, a custom oven. He made me an oven to do the C-pop thing with soaps. And he's just such a, well, he's awesome. He's good at all the things, isn't he? I mean, it shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone that I have a husband that's like, you know, good at building ovens. It's such a weird concept to think about. You know what I mean? Isn't that a very strange thing to think about? How does one build a mold? An oven. I'm gonna keep saying mold. Wow. Today. Love that. So yes, that is my control group there. The one in the middle. No, it's not. Those are my golds. My control group is the one over there in this 6-part. Whatever. This is a disaster. Let's go check out these soaps and maybe I can get my shit together. Okay, now on to the reveal, and we will check out all of these colors with their micas. Now, that one right there is the Aztec Gold, and that is obvious what is C-popped and what is not. Looked like one was kind of wanting to go through a gel phase there in the middle, but much lighter than the not gelled. And then we have the Bronze Goddess coming up next, and this is the not gelled version. And this is the gelled version, which is a beautiful bronze, isn't it? Isn't that lovely? I love that. That's a beautiful color. The other one is lighter. It's a lighter brown version. So if you want the lighter brown version of whatever mica you have in front of you, just don't C-pop it. And then we have Goomba. Huh. It's a weird name. What does that mean? I swear to God, if I just said something inflammatory. It's a very nice chocolatey brown. That is a beautiful color, for sure. I love that. And next up is going to be the white, like the pearl color that we have, called Pearl. Hey, look at that. I'm terrible at naming things. So that's the not C-popped version, and the one that I just got out is the gelled, the C-popped version. And you can see that it's just slightly more yellow. But I mean, it's a white mica. I've never known white micas to really do much of anything in soap regardless. So this is the one, burgundy. Yeah, that's not purple, is it? Burgundy doesn't mean purple, does it? Does it? Does it? Regardless, it's not purple. It's a very beautiful, like dark chocolatey brown. I love that. No, none of the color shift, obviously, that we saw in the swatch test, but absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely stunning for sure. Oh yeah, I was right the first time. That's the silver. See, this is what happens. The last ones that I poured were my controls. And so that's the silver glitter, which there's none glitter to be had. And that's to be expected. But the gelled version of that soap is, you know, nice and yellow. So that's fun. And so these are the golds. I've somehow decided. Oh, because I wrote on it. That's how I know. So, yep, there you go. Wrote on the sides. That's how I know. And actually, weirdly, I see it. No, that's not shimmer. But very cute. Like that. Again, really like the gelled version of that soap. And then that is the non-gelled version of the control and the gelled version of the control. And so there they are. Now it's time to go check them all out a month later. And here we go. This is what they all look like. 1 month after pouring them, nobody is messing with them. Nobody's done anything to them. They've just been exposed on the shelf to the open air, doing the thing. And this is what they all settle down to be. So this is the red. Yes, I am going to read all of these just in case you're watching on a phone and it's too small. I'm trying to cover all of my bases here. And this is the orange. It's a nice orange. It's a nice pumpkin-y orange. I like that. And I think this is the color me mauve. Busta mauve. Yeah. God. See? Mauve. It's a beautiful bright pink. I thought mauve was like a, well, I guess the not gelled version of it. It's definitely a mauvish, right? And Bordeaux. It's a lovely color. I like that. That really does remind me of like a pigment, like a brick red from Brambleberry. Like a pigment. And then that yellow is Sunshine. It's a very lovely, bright, fun yellow. And doesn't differ a whole lot from the other yellow. And this is Carrot. But the other yellow has a bit more, I think, gold brown tones to it. And this one is supposed to be another red, but I think it could be a koi dupe. Yeah, the bright red. Sorry, Midwest. You have great micas, but I don't see a red there. It's koi. Let's call it koi. The watermelon is gorgeous. That is such a good watermelon color. That's perfect for your watermelon soaps forever and ever. So it's nice that it's aptly named. Makes it easy. And then the sunflower, which again, more goldy brown tones in that one. Not as bright and in your face. And is that the Slimer? That's the Jade. I love that color. That's a very nice color. For sure. And that's the Slimer. See, that's it. That's a great color. And you see what I mean about the greens, the blues, and the purples really not being much of a difference. There's the emerald between 2C pop or not 2C pop. So you're going to get a reasonable color expectation that you see in the package itself either way. That's the sky blue. It's a lovely blue. And this green, I think, is that forest green, right? Really liked that one. Yeah, that's the forest green. I liked that one a lot. I actually think I like the not gelled version of that one better. And then we have, is that denim? Gonna make me guess? It's denim. Look at me. I'm a good guesser sometimes. I'm about 50-50 right now. Guess that's not a very good guesser. And what do we have with this one? Mermaid vibes. Now the one on the bottom is the gelled one. See how similar they are? It's very cool. All in all, this entire process was so much fun. I loved every minute of it. And yeah, they all soaped really well. That is Peacock. My only problem is I still can't access their website. I think it might be like it might be getting developed, but I have reached out to Midwest and they've told me that the website's fine. That's royal blue, very pretty blue. And so it might just be me. So you guys, if you guys have been able to hit the website, let me know. Actually, at time of recording this, it's like December 7th because I'm trying to get a couple extra videos in the can before we go to Napa. And there's the violet. And so as of December 7th, I have been unable to access the website. But by the time this video comes out in about 10 days-ish, it might not be the case. I might be fine. I hope I am fine. There's Jeannie. Because I really would like to be able to tell you guys, you know, in the description and in the comments and all the things, that this website is live. Go check it out. Go buy your micas. Because as far as I'm concerned, these micas are really gorgeous. There's turquoise. And her price point on her Etsy site, which of course I will link below, like her Etsy site, because you can absolutely go there too and get the micas. They're really well priced. Like, they're cheap. That wisteria is gorgeous. And I think I like the non-gelled version, the one on the top, better than the one on the bottom with that one as well. And then we have indigo. Beautiful purple. I'm in love with all of these purples. They are absolutely gorgeous. And you know me and being a sucker for purple. But yeah, no, all of these colorants performed very beautifully. No problems with them. It's cool that majority of them, there's ocean, are, you can get a nice pastel tone or you can get a nice bright tone just based on how you know, whether you see pop or not. And I really love that. And playing with the glitter and other applications will of course be a lot of fun. But again, since I was sent these things, I'm going to put them in soap too, because why not? And then there's my silver glitter. There you go. I swear I still see sparkles in that. It's not, but it feels like there is. And then the pearl, which looks basically the same as the control up top. So I've never found that white micas do much of anything in soap, but they're great for dusting and mica lines and all that jazz. And then we have the burgundy, such an interesting color. Like, this would be a cool color to make an eyeshadow out of. It has an amazing color shift to it. Love it, for sure. And in cold process, it looks really great too. And then we have the Aztec gold, excuse me. Don't know what Arctic gold exactly would look like. Probably white, like white gold. And then the last one, well, second to last one here before the control is Bronze Goddess. And it's definitely bronze. It's very nice. And then we have the last one, which is the Goomba one, right? There you go. Very pretty. That's very pretty. I like that. And then, of course, we have the control group. But, yeah, all things considered, this was a really fun test. This is a really good line for them to start out with their micas. Great prices. They soap beautifully. You guys should definitely go check out Midwest Soapery for sure. That's day 198. And there it is, all things Midwest Soapery and the micas that they have to offer. And final thoughts on all of this, yeah, no, they're good micas. And from what I can tell on their Etsy site, their prices are really good. Like, they're really, really cheap. I'm still not sold on the packaging. I've actually been working with the bigger bags, you know, since I did all of these, and I still don't like the packaging. I'm not a fan. I still have not been able to access the website, and I don't know what that is at all. I've reached out to Midwest Soapery, and they're not having any problems accessing their website, but I can't do it. And so, because the Etsy doesn't have all the information as far as what all the ingredients and everything are and like the final data pages, I would prefer to be able to hit their website. That doesn't mean that you can't, though. I'm just telling you that right now, that because I can't, I don't actually know exactly what all of these things are made out of, except that it says on the little label on each of the micas that they're safe to use in soaps and cosmetics and stuff like that. So that's good information, but I would like to have all of the information. And as soon as I am able to access the website, I'll let you guys know. It's probably an issue of me just needing to clear my cache or something. I don't know. But if you're able to, let me know for sure. And if you guys go and like purchase from them and do the thing, also let me know. That would be excellent. And, you know, I want to see your soapy creations with all of this too. It's always fun when a new company comes onto the scene, a new soap supply company, because you get to be there from the very beginning. And so you get to help work out all of the kinks. You get to support and uplift somebody while you do it, because, you know, just bagging on someone and being like, oh, your shit sucks, the end, goodbye. That's not fun. But, you know, being there to just helpful, maybe this, whatever, and you get to watch them grow and change and evolve, just like we've been getting to do with the fragrance company that's, I think, also called something about Midwest, right? Midwest Fragrance Company? That's the thing, right? They're delightful. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. You guys go check them out, go show them some love on all their socials, go do all the things. That would be excellent. For me, I'm going to continue to play with these as soon as I am, of course, able to access the website and get information on all of the micas, because I need all of the micas, like what the micas are made out of, for my ingredients listing on the website. For now, because these were just tests, it didn't matter. You know, it didn't really matter. But once I get all that information, I'm going to continue using them and playing with them in my soaps to see what kind of weird stuff we can do. So there's that. If you're interested in seeing what kind of weird stuff I do with this new mica company, hey, subscribe, click the button. That'd be great. For those of you who have done so and clicked said button, hey, thank you. You're great. I appreciate you all for joining me for another round of 365 days of soap. I'm out of here for today. The moving of my chair suggests that I have way too much energy just to be sitting right now, so it's time for me to go run around the block. But I will see you guys all again tomorrow for another round of soapy fun. Bye!